Hi players, bonjour from Paris. My name is Asaf and welcome to my channel Easy Board Games. Let's go directly and dive into the unboxing of Voidfall, the galactic box that literally just came into my apartment. So, let's start and see what we have over here. Also, how come every time a YouTuber is doing an unboxing, he suddenly becomes like a survivalist or something like that, like with a huge knife? I don't know. So let's open it up and see what we got over here. I am so super excited for this Kickstarter that just came. I've been waiting for this for so long, as I'm sure many others. So Voidfall by Mindclash and was designed by Nigel Buckle and of course David Turczi. So the box feels very good. It's quite heavy, around 9 kilograms. So already reminds a little bit the weight of Gloomhaven plus minus. So the thing is that first of all we have here a note for the companion app that, to be honest with you, I had no idea that we have something like that. So we have here some punch boards that we can see. And we're starting with some player aids, I'm guessing, or with a tray manual. And also I'm guessing the page with all the iconography. So wow, that looks like a lot of iconography. And I sure hope that at some point it becomes a little bit easier. So we have here, what is this? Another galactic box tray manual. So you have level 1 and then level 2, level 3. Oh man, we have here a lot of things to arrange. Next thing that we have here is the rulebook that feels already quite heavy for a rulebook. So obviously we can expect from a game like this to be super heavy, let's say it like this. But all in all, I hope that it will be relatively streamlined and we'll be able to get what's going on. So, all right, some explanations, abandoned sector and void. Okay, so civilization tracks and tiers. All right, looks like I'm going to have a lot of work to do before actually starting to learn this game. Then we have another one that is another pretty large book of a glossary. So detailed description of game components that we can see over here. And that is just for checking, that's a 50-page book that is going to help us a little bit, I hope. I hope that it's just a lot of pages because, I don't know, it's very detailed and there's a lot of examples, but we'll see how it goes a little bit later. And then we have something that is called the compendium. Compendium, I really hope that I'm pronouncing everything correctly. So let's see, what does it mean? Used together with a rulebook. So this is for the game setup, scenarios, tutorial, the world of Voidfall. All right, so I'm guessing a little bit of narrative that we have over here. All right, that are in different scenarios, so different tile layout, how we need to play, maybe with the different like player count or I don't know, different difficulties. Oh, there's quite a lot over here, so that should be interesting. To be honest with you, when I first saw this game, I thought that every game will end up being something like this. So many tiles that you're just crossing, like going over across the galaxy. But maybe it is. I just hope. Over here you can already see that it's 4 players. So I think that most of the time I'm going to have, like at home, at least 2 players with my girlfriend, and I hope there is going to be enough because this is starting to be like the things that I want to see in this game. I love tiles. I like flipping tiles. I like the whole exploration part of the 4X. Probably maybe my favorite aspect. Let's move on to the trays that we have over here. So we can see the first tray is probably going to be for the different ships. And it's pretty nice. This is what I like, for example, in trays, that they're just telling you, listen, this is what you need to put here, and not like, here's a tray and you can do with it whatever you feel like it. So, and this is probably the standees for the ship themselves, not to be a big genius to find it out. So let's see what is next over here. So already we're going to have here a bit more components. And when we open them up, again, a few more standees that we can see over here. And then something, if I remember correctly, then it's the corrupt something. But really, it's been, I didn't really follow the story of what's going on, but I think it's something with the corruption. So over here, as you can see, we're going to have some of these things. I hope it's in focus, yeah. And it feels pretty good. The standees are like pretty standard, but this feels pretty good. Almost reminds you of the quality that we had like in, how does it call, Uprising, Curse of the Last Emperor. So it feels good, and there is a lot over here. So we'll see how much we'll need from that really actually in the game itself. So a bit more things. I'm sorry, I really don't know what are exactly their names. There you go. So I'm really not sure. I'm really not so sure what are those things, but I'm pretty sure that we'll find it soon enough. So let's move on to the next tray. All right, so I'm guessing that I have no idea. Maybe I should have been a little bit more prepared in understanding exactly what I'm going to receive in the box, but I have no idea. Really, I'm literally unboxing it right now, as you can see. And we're discovering things together, guys. We're just discovering things together. So again, we're going to have another tray. So maybe like each faction or something like that is going to receive their own tray, but I really don't know. All right, moving on to the minis. So as you know, this is as you already understood, this is the galactic box. So we're going to have here the miniatures. So as you can see here, the first miniature that I'm going to show. And it looks good, it feels good. Details are, I mean, it's not an incredible miniature like to begin with, but it feels good, at least from like good quality. I'm pretty happy about that. And another one that we can see over here. And that's the two different kind of modules that we have about the ships. Let's move on to the next thing that we have. We're going to have here a lot of just things to put the different materials after we're going to have all the punch boards unpunched. Let's see what else we got here. So, some more boxes with some more miniatures that seemed like half corrupt. Or maybe this is part of the enemy, or I have no idea. So this is another one. It looks pretty cool. I don't think that even if you're like a miniature painter, I don't think that this is something that you're really going to start painting. I think this is, as someone that at least try to paint miniatures or have at least someone that paint miniatures at home, this seems like a super crazy hard work to start working and painting now all these fleets of different ships. Here's another miniature that we're having over here. But I mean, of course, if someone is going to do it, I think it's pretty crazy. But obviously, I'm going to salute them. So that's another thing. So we have here more of the same. Let's move on to the next thing. And since this is also the Galactic box, I don't know if it's in the standard edition also, but we're going to have here some metal pieces, and not everything. I didn't get everything from metal, if I remember correctly. But let me show you. We're going to have here, I'm guessing for the different players, there are different, I don't know, tokens to see how much they're advancing. Your guess is as good as mine, or maybe even better if you know what you're actually unboxing. Shame on you, Asaf, shame on you. And we're going to have here a little bit more of these metal pieces that you can see. The production of Mindclash, to be honest with you, is, I don't think that I was ever like upset about it, or I don't know, like not comfortable with it, or something was missing for me. Everything was always top notch. Sometimes, and I said it in one of the videos, I felt that the production of what is the Perseverance 1 and 2, it was like a little bit too much. So I kind of regretted like that. I kind of regretted that I didn't I didn't buy like the standees version of Perseverance. And to be honest with you, I hope I didn't do the same mistake with Voidfall. Although I don't think we could have gone wrong here. So we're going to have here some more cards. Let's open the cards and see what they actually feel like and look like. So the cards, oh, definitely they feel good. I'm not a sleeve kind of person, but I just like the feel of the cards themselves, and they feel good. But there's going to be here a lot of iconography. Let me show you just like one of the examples of the cards that we have over here, and then another example of House Valnis, if I'm really pronouncing it correctly. So yeah, I just hope that this game will be relatively, I'm saying it very carefully, I'm hoping that relatively it's going to be easy to figure out and see what's going on. We have another deck of cards over here that I'm not going to waste time and open. And let's move on to the next one. And slowly I'm starting to understand pretty much why there are going to be some guides to how you're going to unbox, not to unbox, I'm sorry, how to put everything back in the box, I'm sorry. Or you're going to put everything back. And now we're starting to get to the heavier things. So over here, we're having 1, 2, 3, I want to say 3-layer board. Let me show it to you on the big camera, as you can see over here from above. So it feels nice, but for me, it's always like the number one test. Is it going to stay flat on the table? Because if not, and already I can see, I mean, for now it's okay, but this is after shipping and everything. I hope it's just going to stay flat and not going to start dancing on the table all the time. So we'll see how it goes, and of course, I'm going to keep you updated when I'm going to run a few tests and do a review for this game. But from what I did see, then we're going to have like the different information, the different factions or whatever going inside. So this is the 4 faction boards that we're having over here. Let's continue to the next thing. And some more boards that I have no idea what they're supposed to mean. So this is the first one, and then we have a bunch of other boards. I'm guessing, okay. So I'm guessing that each board like this is supposed to go to the board. Let me see. Yeah, I'm guessing that each board of this is different factions, families, whatever, is supposed to come over here. You know what? Let me give it a go. What do you say, guys? Shall we give it a go? Yeah. So this is pretty sweet. So you have here like the generic board itself, and then you just take the faction that you decided to take and you put it, and there you go, you're good to go. To be honest, this is something that I appreciate. I'm saying like, if already to deluxify something, then this is the kind of things that I would like to have. So this feels very, very cool. Already makes me super happy. Yeah, this is something that I like to see. Let's move on to some more boards. So another one, there you go. And some generic cubes that we have here, dice in different colors. Not something too exciting that I can show you, or I guess that will be interesting of seeing. So I'm going to continue onwards. So let's take the lead out of here, and there you have it. Now you have all the different tiles. And it's pretty sweet. I like it because these tiles are like, already you know when you're going to put some tokens over here, then they're not going to move. So this is awesome, especially when it comes to about tiles. And also on the other side, so it's not only like dual layered over here, dual layered over here. This is amazing. They look very good, and for sure, I don't know if you can see it, but they're going to stay so flat on the table, which is like, this is so important for me. So yeah, I have no idea how I'm putting them, but they just feel good. So on the other side, some of the other things that we have. Yeah, but the art here is amazing. So yeah, this is an Ian O'Toole. It's like, you know, almost like obvious, clearly, you know, his art is so freaking unique, even from like the first time I saw, what's his name, Black Angel, and I'm like, wait, this game, I like the art, I recognize the art, the colors, so yeah, I think this is awesome. I love this artist. Please continue collaborating with geniuses like David Tutsi and Mindclash, and of course Nigel Buckle. Please continue doing that. You produce amazing things. Something that I can see here, I don't know if I can say that I'm like disappointed or something like this, but to my understanding, it's supposed to be like a 4X kind of game. So unless I got it like maybe not accurately, because for me 4X, you know, like the part of exploring is like to see something that you have no idea what is like waiting for you there. And then when you're exploring this area, then something else pops up. So from what I could have seen in the books themselves, when you have the scenarios, that you already have some sort of tiles laid down on the table. So I'm just hoping that the exploration part is going to be solid here. Again, I'm speaking without knowing anything about this game, but I just hope that the exploration part will not disappoint me. I want to discover new parts of the map. So I'm hoping, for example, that, I don't know, here you maybe have some different information, then you need to, or like this, this is what I'm looking for. Maybe some like these tiles, and then when you explore them, you need to flip them to the other side. Honestly, I really have no idea what to expect. I haven't seen a single playthrough or something like that. I was really keeping myself from watching Paul Grogan, I hope I said it correctly, from Gaming Rules, how he's doing the explanation of the game, but I decided not to watch because I wanted a little bit of surprise. So we're going to have here some more cards. Let's open one more deck of cards before I'm letting you go, guys. So these cards definitely don't disappoint. Feel good, have no idea what they mean. Again, there is a lot of iconography on it. I really hope that it's going to be something that you don't need to jump to the glossary every second or something like that. I just hope that at some point it's going to be clear what's going on, because there is going to be here a lot of information. Yeah, I can tell you this much at least just from like watching the game itself. So of course, the game trays that we have over here are incredible. There you have it, guys, the unboxing of Voidfall. Usually when I'm doing unboxing, I'm trying to at least do the first setup that like to show you how the game looks like, but I have a feeling that it's going to take me more than just a few minutes. I think I really need to dive into this to see what's going on and how it really works. So I'm going to save it for another video that I'm going to try and explain to you guys how to play. And then of course another one as a review to tell you if waiting more than 1 year for this amazing box at least, or like the best of minds behind this game, I have really high expectations. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.